Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am John Low again, owner of a Dragon House. Here we go in the San Francisco, the oldest MMA gym in San Francisco, Dragon House. Today is October 10th. Right next to me is the OG Mikey Gonzalez, officially signed, competing on our upcoming event. For some of you guys following the Dragon House upcoming event, Dragon House 30, November 10. It's a huge stat card. Some of you guys already know, watching Justin Baseman's interview, this will be a rematch. Very generous of Mikey Gonzalez. We're giving Justin a opportunity to do the rematch. I know the fight kind of ran down really quick on the Dragon House 29. So both of them agreed privately, want to do a rematch before I even know it. Now I'm going to put that together again, let you guys experience, having some dynamic experience about how this rematch is going to go down. So Mikey, good to have you on board.
Thanks for having me.
As usual, the most character personality coming on board again for this upcoming fight. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening to you in your life, your training, overall of everything.
Yeah, same as always, just grinding. You know, you guys know out in the Bay Area, it's expensive to live out here. So just working like 40, 50 hours a week. And
damn, what do you do?
Right now I'm doing some construction, like install hardwood floor. So shout out to my boss. My boss is super cool. Like a lot of the events that I have, you know, for the EBI and the Fight to Win and fighting for Dragon House, he gives me like days off a few days before the fight and the competition. So I have a cool boss. So shout out to Ray. But yeah, man, just working 40, 50 hours a week and trying to train outside of that. So, you know, shout out to all my training partners and everybody who gives me tough training and good training. But that's it, man. Work and training. That's my life.
Now this upcoming fight, Justin Baseman, you finish him on the first round by a hook kick, right? By a hook kick, you land on his face after he stumble, fall back, and you follow up with a nice finish on top, ground and pound. On this upcoming fight, what would you do differently, or how you train differently to prepare for him? I know he's a little bit more hungry, probably like the most drive I've ever seen. I know Justin Baseman for 10 plus years for this upcoming fight. Very exciting. So he really trained his butt off for upcoming fight. What will you do differently compared to your last camp?
I'm not doing anything different. Just like I said, I'm working, I'm grinding, and like there is no camp. Like I said last time, I don't know what a camp is. So all these guys that are just getting in camp, I train every day. Every day I train. I just love this shit. It keeps me out of trouble, honestly, too. So if I'm not in the gym, you know, I probably wouldn't even be here, honestly. But so yeah, I just train. I just train every day. So to answer your question, what am I gonna do differently? Nothing. I'm just gonna do me. You know, I'm gonna do what Mikey Rose does best.
And that's, I think, is the best attitude to look at it. If any pro fighters out there watching this interview, and I think all the pro fighters should be doing the same thing, whether you have a job or not, should be training all year long. Now, recently, I saw one of the videos, what is it, on some type of TV, talk about like the best knockout or something. You know, Mikey Rowe on his spinning back kick on James Chaney, that was Dragon House, what, 24?
I don't remember.
I mean, you get a fashion spinning back kick, and that knockout went to viral. It was crazy. It was on TV, on the ridiculous TV, on YouTube. It was going crazy. You guys should check it out if you see that. The only person actually beats Mikey Rowe's spinning back kick is DC's knockout against somebody, right?
Well, I actually should have had the #1 knockout, but he won his belt, the championship belt. So it was like the number. It was like top 10 knockouts of 2015 or fights, but they gave him the #1 spot, obviously, because he won his UFC belt, but he didn't get no knockout finish. I was #2, but in my opinion, that's #1 knockout because it was actually a knockout. You know?
So if some of you guys haven't seen the highlight reel, well, Mikey Rowe did that little spinning back kick. That was some traditional martial arts shit.
Yeah,
that's some crazy shit. Very finesse movement, time it perfectly. That's some stuff, and you guys should check it out. That crazy spinning back kick.
Hell yeah.
Now everyone knows you as a good kicker. So what's your background coming up to the martial art?
So I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. a black belt in a Vietnamese style martial art. It's all about internal force, and I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and that's it. I just study. I just love the martial arts so much. I just study. I'm a big Bruce Lee fanatic, so you know, a lot of my boys. Yeah, exactly, man. He's a legend. You know, he's like one of the best.
Yeah.
A lot of people should study and follow his philosophy, I think, when it comes to martial arts. I like all sorts of dance. I appreciate art, you know, so I like dance. So I incorporate all that stuff into what I do, you know, so I'm just not a closed-minded person, you know what I mean? Like, and I just been doing martial arts really my whole life, so that's why you see me do things that other people can't do. You can do it, you could train a technique as long as you want, but I have years. I'm light years ahead of these people in this game, you know what I mean? Well,
you truly an OG, been around the block for a long time. Whether how many profile you have, you've definitely truly been doing martial art for a long time. And sometimes it takes a long time to marinate the person, to mold them into something on his own identity. And I can see Mikey Gonzalez definitely have a very unique style of a movement, very unique style of fighting, philosophy, all that. And then I know you train a lot of people in a private lesson too, right?
Yeah, shout out to all my students, you know. You know, one thing I love about my students, and the reason why they're so good and they get so good so fast, is because when they come to me, they give me nothing but mad respect, and they listen to everything I say. The way I teach, I dissect details. Like, some people don't like it, but like, I'm a perfectionist, you know what I mean? So I'll just dissect and watch every mistake that they make, and I just critique their movement, and I shit you not, man. Some of my students, when they first come to me, are green, like they don't know nothing. And you give me 6 months with them with consistent work, and they're better than some people that have been training 3-4 years. And it's facts too, because I take them to sparring and all this and that, and sometimes they're lighting these fools up, tapping, you know what I mean? So shout out to my students for being consistent with me, being loyal. But yeah, I love teaching martial arts. I just love martial arts, period, you know, everything about it.
Hoping someday I can get a couple of your students start fighting on the amateur circuit.
Yeah.
Start moving some asses out there, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to represent. For
sure. Yeah, they'll be definitely fighting soon, you know.
So now, if people want to get a hold of you, to watching you fight, get tickets to watching your upcoming event, how can people contact you?
Hit me up on Instagram, Mikey Rolls, MikeyRolls. Hit me up on Facebook. I think it's Mikey Rolls too. If you got my number, hit me up. Come to Dragon House, get some tickets from Zong. You know, come to my gym, Tactica. It's located in Santa Clara, 1030 Duane Avenue, Santa Clara, right off the freeway. You can't miss it. But yeah, just hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram probably is the best way to reach me. I'm always on there fucking around and shit.
Talking some smack?
Yeah, talking some smack and shit. Speaking real facts and shit. But yeah, so anybody that buys 2 or 4 or 6 like double tickets, I'm gonna hook you up with something pretty dope. So yeah, hit me up, get your tickets, come support me. Like I say, I do magic. I make magic happen in the cage. Like, if you have seen, I'm consistent with it. I'm not talking shit. I'm not like right here being a fucking douche and being fake. I speak real facts, and I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You know, like there's more to life than what we see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
What we see, smell. Our 5 senses can't pick up everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Capture.
So watch my fight. I'm telling you. Come out, buy a ticket. You will be pleasantly surprised, I promise.
Now, this upcoming fight against Justin Baseman again, what type of prediction is going to go down?
Mikey Rolls is going to do what Mikey Rolls does best. That's what I predict.
You going to finish him again?
I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'm not going to. I have something. I'm cooking something right now. I'm cooking. We in the kitchen. We cooking. So, buy a ticket. Buy a ticket.
Any sponsor, special people you want to shout out to for this upcoming camp?
So this is actually, I'm glad that you mentioned that to me, because I actually could tell everybody. This is actually my first camp, like you guys say, that I actually have a sponsor. You know, I have a few sponsors actually, but all those sponsors are really thanks to one sponsor. So I'm going to shout out my original sponsor that's always got my back from Kezar Academy. His name's Nick. Shout out to Nick. Thank you, Nick. Oskier, always giving me gis so I can train jiu-jitsu with my teacher, Flavio. Shout out to Flavio again. You guys know about Flavio. You know, he's a big part of my life, so mad respect to my teacher. But like I said, my sponsor, Riley from 5150 Fight Gear. Shout out to you, man. I've never really done this game like how professional athletes do with sponsors and stuff, but this is the first time like where if I need something, I contact him and he's got me. So shout out to Riley from 5150. He got me hooked up with Mark Mason with GFY gear, so I got equipment. Shout out to Nico, Preferred Licensed Limousines. He's gonna have all my supporters that buy tickets. We're gonna take them up here, watch the fights. They're gonna have like a little party limo, you know, so buy a ticket. We'll take you up in a limo up to my fight. So shout out to Nico. Shout out to Bite Me Mouth Guards. They're gonna get me a custom fitted mouth guard.
Nice.
And let me see if I'm missing anybody else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, shout out to Nick, Oskier. Shout out to my teacher Flavio for sure. And shout out to Riley from 5150. You know, those are my sponsors, you know. My support team, big shout out to my sister. So Alicia, thank you so much. She keeps me focused, you know, when it's been a long day working or I don't really feel like training, you know, she'll send me a text message or a phone call, like get on it, you know, like things that I'm already gonna do, but that little extra oomph, you know what I mean? So big shout out to my sister for that. And everybody who truly supports me, man, my students. So yeah, pick up a ticket and come watch Dragon House 30, man. It's gonna be a big one.
It's right around the block, 4.5 weeks out from the Dragon House 30, November 10. Do not miss it. It's a huge stack card. 3 title fights on the line, plus about 20 fights total on the card. For more information about the upcoming fight card layout, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. I guarantee you'll be impressed how many gym locally coming down here. Also, we have some overseas Mongolian king from Mongolia coming in here, fight for the lightweight belt. We also have guys come from Hawaii, guys come from Las Vegas, fighter come from all over the world coming into competing on this upcoming event. It's gonna be an epic show. This event's live stream pay-per-view, so you guys can make it to actually in the event. Please buy a pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com and give us a thumbs up and support. Subscribe our YouTube channel and like our Facebook fan page, Dragon House MMA fan page. So we look forward to present another epic event for you guys, November 10. Any last word you want to shout? If Justin is watching this event, watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
Yeah, like I said, like last time, man, mad respect to the dude. He's a veteran in the sport, you know, so we're going to do it again. We're going to run it back. You know, he wanted a rematch, and I'm happy to oblige. So let's run it back. You training, I'm training. Let's get it.
All right, November 10th. Here we go. Mikey Rowe from San Jose. We'll see you guys November 10th. Good to have you, Mikey.
Right on. Thank you, Zon. Appreciate it.
All right.